I'm not much of a pedal guy, but all the shredigans and the gain I'll be running, you gotta control the noise. Today we geek out on the TC Electronics Sentry Noise Gate. Welcome back. I'm Peter, aka the Shred Geek, and I'm into all things guitars, gear, home recording, tone chasing, and you probably are too. So welcome to my channel. Pull up a chair, grab something to drink, and let's hang for a while. And while you're here, punch that subscribe button so you won't miss any of my future content. Let's get busy. So today I'm going to take a look at the Sentry Noise Gate by TC Electronic. I'm going to unbox it. I'm going to kind of go over some features and stuff. And I'm in the process of working on some, recording an EP. And I'm at the point where I'm going to be needing to track some heavy guitars. And I'm going to need some noise gate love. And after looking at a bunch of reviews online and this and that, pretty much decided on the Sentry Noise Gate, probably the one to go for me. So let's go ahead and check this out. Go ahead and get my, just dropped it on the floor. All right, go and get this. Okay. So I got this cute little box. They all come in a box, right? All right, so now I've got, it's probably blurry. I'll have to add some B footage in or B-roll or something. So inside the box you've got the Sentry Noise Gate, and just looking at it real quick, you've got your on-off switch. You got a damp, which I guess is the your actual shutting down the actual the signal. Your decay, so how long it actually how long it takes once the gate actually closes. Once the threshold, I should say, once you've gone below the threshold, how long before the actual gate begins to close. And your threshold, of course, is where you set your level to shut the noise off. Really, really cool. You've got an input for your guitar. You have an output, and then you have an effects loop. So you basically have a send and a return on the pedal as well. And, excuse me. And my understanding is what you want to do with that is you probably put this at the front of your amp. And then on the send and return, if you've got like a boost pedal or a gain pedal or something, you actually put it through the effects loop of the Sentry. So what you in essence do is, if you were to run the boost pedal first, you run the risk of whatchamacallit, creating a noise floor that's so high that even when you're not playing, the gate won't close. And that's kind of the cycle that you're trying to prevent by using the effects loop at the, on the front of the amp with your boost pedal or whatever. In my case, I don't usually use the boost pedal in front of the amp, but I do have an EB boost that I plan to use for some stuff. When I do engage it, I'll probably have it in the effects loop here. So that's my plan at this point in time. So anyway, so then you've got your effects loop as well as your input and your output, your three knobs, your on or off switch, and then you've got a little switch here on the top that goes, the top position says gate, the middle selection point is your middle position is tone print, and your bottom position is hiss. And unlike most noise gates where you just set a threshold and set it and forget it, and your damping and that sort of thing, your decay or release, whatever they call it, what this allows you to do is, it's got some really cool features. That's why I ended up getting this one here. You can just set it as a regular gate and leave it up in the gate switch. You can set it down the bottom to the hiss mode, in which it will let you kind of filter out some of the hiss coming through your amp. But where this is really going to shine is on the tone print setting, where you can actually load in a particular preset. And I'm going to get into that here in just a second. And on the back, you've got your big giant ass screw, I guess, so you can remove the back if you want to put a battery in. And then, of course, it's got the your input jack for your power supply, whether you're using a like a Voodoo Labs power supply or whichever, or something similar. And you also have like a USB connection as well on the back. Again, more on that here in a minute. Now what else we got in here? Then we have a little quick start guide and a sticker, because stickers are always fucking cool. And then you've got a USB cable, because you're going to need it since you have a USB port on your pedal to use the editor on your computer, on your computer. I just dropped it again. Gravity sucks today, dude, to tell you. So let's look into some of these extra features. So the first feature that sets this apart from a lot of other noise gates, I kind of already let the cat out of the bag, which was the effects loop built into the pedal, where you can put in your noisy pedals, compressors, boost pedals, overdrives, distortions, whatever, in the loop there. This way, when you're setting your threshold for your gating action, it's gating based on your playing of your guitar and that signal, and not the signal that's been boosted and also the higher noise floor. So this way you could have your high gain or your whatever, boost pedal up at the front, and then when you stop playing, it just shuts it down regardless of how much boost you got going on. It doesn't affect the threshold at all. The threshold is set separate from your boost pedal that's in the loop, so to speak. So that's the first the first feature I'd like to reiterate. Number two is the tone print facility. So TC Electronic has this really, really cool thing called tone print, where you can get these presets and editors and stuff like that, where on certain pedals that have this tone print ability or feature, you can basically do various edits to the actual presets themselves on a mobile device, on a computer, Mac, PC, and you can do some fine editing that you really, well beyond what you get with 3 knobs. So you can get into really, really crazy detailed editing. And then, here's a really cool thing. You can actually beam presets, beam me up, Scotty, right? You could beam presets from your mobile phone through your guitar pickups to change a preset on your tone print device. So, for example, if I was to download, there's a preset by Gary Holt from Slayer and Exodus, I guess. There's also a tone print from someone else, I forget. There's like 3 of them on TC Electronics website, or the app for the for the Sentry. And basically, you just pull it up on your phone, on the app, the tone print app on your phone. Pull it out, and of course Android and iOS, and then load up the presets you want, and then it will actually prompt you to put the device to your pickups, and then you press the beam button, and then the signal goes through the pickups, through the guitar cable, and when it reaches your pedal, it will automatically reconfigure itself based on however that preset is set up. Really freaking cool. And then the last thing that's really slick with this Sentry is the editing that you can do. And you can set it up as a preset, or you can connect the pedal straight to your computer with the USB here on the back and connect it, and then basically do all this editing to it. I mean, you can edit noise. It's basically like a multi-band noise gate. So you can actually filter specific frequency bands and shut the noise off on those bands only and leave the rest of it intact. Case in point, let's say you have a Stratocaster, single coil pickups, and you get a lot of that nasty, 50 cycle or 60 cycle hum from the single coils, from the lights and whatever. But you're not running a lot of high gain to where you really need to shut the amp, shut the noise, down from with the noise gate. You're not running a lot of high gain stuff, but you have a lot of that hum from the pickups because of the lighting or whatever. You can actually create a tone print that will actually filter out that frequency without touching the rest of your signal. So the rest of your signal is completely unaffected. Just that one frequency that has that hum has been chopped out. And I mean, there's not too many noise gates that let you filter out to the specific frequencies on which frequencies you're cutting out of the signal to eliminate noise. It's pretty slick. Sentry Noise Gate by TC Electronic. Just the tone print facility, as well as being able to edit your profiles on your computer and edit your noise gate profile by frequency band and this, and zero in on stuff, to me puts this in a league of its own. It's well implemented, very roadworthy, and very solid. I think you'll have a hard time finding a better noise gate. But I'm getting ready to get back to work on my EP. But while you're waiting for my next video, maybe check this one out right here. Or maybe this one. But you don't want to miss anything, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button right there. Thanks, guys. Rock on, and I'll see you in the next video.